Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. Tonight, these Super Late Models will be taking on USA International Speedway for 125 laps of racing action. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman-Weiss, and I'm excited to call every second of tonight's Uncle Sam 90, once again here at USA International Speedway. Last week, these drivers took on the Bull Ring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where Aaron Johnson picked up his third win of the season in dominating fashion. He led 87 of the 125 laps. Finishing second after starting on the pole, and he led 38 laps, was Jason Warren. Finishing third was Garrett Kinder. Fourth was Josh Oswald. And rounding at your top five was Tyler Rice. So after the events of last week's race at the Bull Ring, Josh Oswald remains your point standings leader, but he only has a 10-point lead over second place Aaron Johnson. Then third in the points, that is Jason Warren. Fourth in the points is Logan Sturgeon, and rounding at your top five in the points, it is Tyler Rice. So not too much separates Josh Oswald and Aaron Johnson. So if he has a bad race tonight, it won't be looking too good for that 17 machine. All Aaron Johnson has to do is finish 11 positions or more ahead of Josh Oswald, and he can take the point standings lead, or at least chip away at the gap a little bit here tonight. Right now in practice, Mike Hasty is on the top of the board. Hasty searching for his first win of the season here tonight, and he is running at his home state track, Hasty from Cape Coral, Florida. And for those of you who don't know, USA International Speedway was in Lakeland, Florida. It was one of Florida's premier short tracks. Unfortunately, in 2008, USA International Speedway closed down and has been demolished. Very, very sad, but luckily it is still archived here on iRacing, so people will be able to race here forever and ever and ever, even though in real life the track is gone. I believe it's now like an Amazon fulfillment center or something. Really, really fun, but it's a really, really difficult track. Definitely a driver short track. I mean, most short tracks are driver's track, but this is a pretty difficult short track. We see second is Kyle Martinson, third Aaron Johnson, fourth Shannon Wilder, and rounding at your top five is Josh Oswald. One driver who is absent tonight, which is interesting considering he has had a fantastic season and sits third in the points, is Jason Warren. I do not see Jason in the session here tonight, so interesting considering he has had a great season and is sitting third in points and is only 13 points pretty much off of Josh Oswald. I don't know why he's not running tonight. Logan Sturgeon not racing either, but those two have been replaced with a couple other drivers that don't typically run. Kyle Martinson, Willie Howells. We got Alex Veith running tonight. So those are some drivers that don't typically run, taking on USA tonight. And here we go. We are getting set to begin qualifying. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time, and that will determine where they will start on the grid. There's Josh Oswald exiting the pits. Same thing with Kyle Martinson. Kyle Martinson is a 3-time winner here at USA in this series. He won in Season 2, Season 4, and Season 6. So Martinson certainly knows how to get it done here. One of the Velocity Motorsports drivers. Velocity, the biggest team in this series. Majority of the field runs with them. So let's see. Oh, loose off a 2 for Kyle Martinson. That will kill his run. So he resets to the pits. So he'll get one more lap. We see Josh Oswald, first driver on the board with a 20.91. We see then it's William Griffiths to the top of the board. And the ticker is glitching, or the tower's glitching very bad. I apologize. We see Shannon Wilder to second with a 20.46. That will put him 400ths off of first place Josh Oswald. Third is Tyler Rice with a 20.59, putting him 2/10 behind first place Josh Oswald. So right now, looking like Josh Oswald will be starting on the pole. As I say that, Garrett Kinder to the top of the board with a 20.33, putting him 400ths ahead of second place Kyle Martinson, who was also able to get by Josh Oswald. So Oswald now falls to third on the board. There's Ray Page in the 41 machine. His best time was a 20.73, putting him 4/10 behind first place Garrett Kinder. And we see Alex Veith gets loose off of turn number 2, killing his run. So that was the second lap, so I guess he's going to just have to settle with his 21.22, which is almost a second off of Garrett Kinder's best time. Alex Veith is going to need to try to make some gains between now and the race. There's last week's winner, Aaron Johnson, on track in the number 21 machine, heading off of turn number 4 right now. A little bit loose there. Lap number 1, he's able to get to 5th with a 20.47, putting Johnson a little over a 10th between him and Garrett Kinder. And I'm sorry, the tower is glitching a little bit with the intervals and the names and whatnot. Lap number 2, Aaron Johnson improves by 200ths, but it is not enough to get him past Shannon Wilder for 4th, so Aaron Johnson will remain in the 5th place spot. Intensity Broadcasting is proud to be partnered with Butt Kicker. And for those of you who don't know what Butt Kicker is the established and trusted leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel ultra-low-frequency sounds. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC and console gamers, including professional sim racers. The patented design makes them incredibly accurate, powerful, and virtually indestructible. The Gamer Plus is the new and upgraded sim racing and gaming hardware that reproduces immersive, accurate, and powerful sim racing, flight sim, and gaming effects. To check out the full line of Butt Kicker products and figure out which one is right for you, visit thebuttkicker.com. Again, thebuttkicker.com is the website belonging to the established and trusted leader in gaming haptics. One more time, thank you to Butt Kicker for partnering with Intensity Broadcasting. If you are an iRacer, a Butt Kicker is a must-have if you're looking for an immersive and accurate experience. You can feel every rumble strip, every bump, every gear change. You can feel it all. You can feel the tire spin. It's very helpful. I mean, the best way I can compare it, it's like being in a 4D movie, but you're on iRacing. That is how awesome the Butt Kicker is. So make sure to go get one of your own. Now, drivers will have another 2-minute warm-up just to get everything dialed in before the feature. Let's see who will be on the top of the board. Garrett Kinder has won the pole tonight. I know the whole Kinder fan squad are happy. Kevin and Ratchet. They're all very, very happy with Garrett starting on the pole here tonight. Hopefully he can stay where he started. Kevin Kinder says, whoop whoop. Garrett, he is searching for his first win of the season here tonight. Got a podium last week at the bullring. USA, a little bit different. We're going from a bullring track to a very, very long track. USA has long straightaways and tight corners. It's a little bit of a higher banked Martinsville almost. That's kind of how I can compare it. It's a longer, higher banked Martinsville. And I know if you're an iRacer, you know just how challenging Martinsville can be. So this is very challenging as well with the high banks and the long straightaways. All right, it is now time to introduce your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 20.328 driver for Reaper Racing, the 13 of Garrett Kinder. Outside of him, it's the 07 of Kyle Martinson. Third, it's the Jet, Josh the Jet Oswald, in the number 17 machine. Fourth is Velocity Motorsports' Shannon Wilder in the 10. And rounding at your top 5 at Shock iRacing Performance's Aaron Johnson in the 21. Sixth place, it's Oval Addicts TR, Tyler Rice in the 6 machine. Seventh is Velocity Motorsports' Sam Wetstein in the 7. Eighth is Full Send Racing's Ray Page. Ninth, we have Reaper Racing's William Griftozer Griffith in the 12. And rounding at your top 10, it's the Mullet Man, Alex Veith in the 42 machine, driver for Dark Horse Motorsports. 11th is Aaron Ward. 12th is the only Canadian in the field, Willie Howells. 13th is Mike Hasty, driver for Roca and Moneymakers. And rounding at your top 14, last but most certainly not least, that is Brandon Meyer in the 33. Willie Howells fans, looks like Willie ended up missing the grid. So unless he gets in right now, he will be out of contention. So already one driver has been knocked out of this race. He was supposed to start in 12th. So I know Brandon Meyer is happy about that, because that will give him a position. All right, here we go. Garrett Kinder on the bottom. Kyle Martinson on the top behind them. It's Josh Oswald and Shannon Wilder. Both of the front 2 rows are Velocity Motorsports drivers. See how this goes. 125 laps here on the high banks of USA International Speedway. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. The Uncle Sam 90 is underway here at USA International Speedway. Your front 2 side by side, heading into corners 1 and 2. And great run on the outside for Kyle Martinson. But on the straightaways, good run for Garrett Kinder. He has a great run on the backstretch and through 3 and 4. And he is able to get clear of Kyle Martinson. We see a cars around. That is Shannon Wilder. And he will bring out the first caution of the race here at USA International Speedway. We're going to take a look at the wreckage rewind to see exactly what happened. All I saw was just Shannon Wilder sideways on the front stretch. Unfortunate for Shannon, who had a great run in qualifying. Of course, he started in the top 5. Let's see what happened to Velocity Motorsports' Shannon Wilder. We see he was side by side with Aaron Johnson heading off of 4. Johnson is able to get clear of Wilder, and he just gets loose off of 4. We saw kind of they made contact. I think Wilder thought he was clear of the 21 and goes to go behind him, and he makes contact with him, and he kind of checks up, and that just gets the car upset, and he goes around, and no contact made by Tyler Rice. Believe it was just a self spin or a one-car incident. So unfortunate for Shannon Wilder. He did not go a lap down, though, so it's not over for him. He can work his way back up through the field. The question is, can he? So right now, Garrett Kinder, your leader here at USA. But he had a lot of pressure on the initial start from Kyle Martinson. See, Mason Gerdes on Facebook says, "Hey, Atlee, from me and Brent." Hey, Mason and Brent, thanks for tuning in to watch tonight. Y'all are in for a great race here at USA International Speedway for the Uncle Sam 90. One caution so far after we saw Shannon Wilder get loose off of 4. Lights on the pace car are out. We're getting ready to go back green here. Garrett Kinder restarting on the bottom. Kyle Martinson restarting on the top. Then behind them, it's Josh Oswald on the bottom. And Aaron Johnson up to 4th now. On this restart, watch out for the 10 machine of Shannon Wilder, who is trying to work his way back up through the field after bringing out the first caution of the race. We know he has a fast super late model. Pace car is in. Green flag is out here at USA International Speedway. Once again, drivers going up through the gears. Kyle Martinson right behind Garrett Kinder. Great run off of turn number 2 for the 07 machine. Here he comes. Watch out. He is right on Garrett's back bumper, heading through turns 3 and 4, and he is there. We see he loses him a little bit on the front stretch. That time by, Garrett Kinder just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 20.53, but so did Kyle Martinson. He ran his personal best lap time of the race with a 20.58. Here he comes off of turn number 4. Watch out for the 07 machine. That time by, he was faster than Kinder, and he ran the fastest lap time out of the entire field throughout this race with a 20.36. That 07, like a rocket right now, getting closer and closer to the 13 machine. And trying to find out, where are Garrett's weak spots. He might be bad on exit, or he might be leaving some room on entry. And Kyle Martinson just needs to... There we go. He's looking low on entry of 3, side by side. Kinder with a little bit of a nose on the outside, but good run off of 4. Kyle Martinson... Oh, they were pretty much equal as they crossed the start-finish line. Martinson with the nose on the bottom as they head through turns 1 and 2. He is clear. Kyle Martinson now to position number 1 here at USA. Garrett Kinder falls to 2nd. Josh Oswald now 3rd. Aaron Johnson 4th. Tyler Rice 5th. Garrett Kinder, I don't think we've seen the last of him. He's going to try to get back to that first place position. Ratchet Miller on YouTube says, "What up, Atlee? Howdy, Mr. Kinder." Hey, Ratchet, thanks for tuning in to watch tonight. And as whoa, we got a caution out. Just now realized. So we're going to take a look at the wreckage rewind to see exactly what happened. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to watch tonight, Ratchet. Garrett right now is running in second place. He led the first few laps, but ended up losing the lead to Kyle Martinson. But I think he can maybe make a comeback and get the lead back. So you definitely should be a good race tonight here at USA. We're watching Brandon Meyer. We're watching Ray Page. He's got Alex Veith behind him. This is heading off of turn number 2. And Page just gets loose on exit and gets into the wall there. Alex Veith nowhere to go. He has to go down the track with the Shannon Wilders involved. The 33 plows into Ray Page. Yeah, drivers just have to be really patient with the throttle here at USA. You don't really want to use it like a light switch. We just saw right there, Ray Page got into the gas, and unfortunately, he went around. So that is one of the keys tonight, just being really cautious with the gas pedal. You don't want to just slam it down on exit. Got to kind of ease into it. So, on that last little green flag run, Kyle Martinson able to get into the lead here at USA. And he's going to try to hang on to it for the rest of the race. Kyle Martinson certainly knows how to get it done here at USA. He's won 3 races in the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. He won in Season 2, Season 4, and Season 6 here. And Season 6 being last season. The only other drivers to win here are Jason Warren and Donald Clark. Both of them are not running tonight. So Kyle Martinson is the only previous winner here at USA that is racing. And he's trying to get 2 in a row for races here at USA in the Super Late Model Series. Pace car is in. Green flag back out here at USA. There's Kyle Martinson taking off side by side for third between Aaron Johnson and Josh Oswald. Oh, we see a car riding the outside wall. That was William Griffith. No caution will come out. Whoa. I want to take a look at the replay of that right there on the start. William Griffith just into the outside wall. Jeez. Look back to the racing action now. Kyle Martinson trying to extend that gap between him and Garrett Kinder. The battle is on for third between Josh Oswald and Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson all over the back bumper of the 17, trying to get 3 wins in a row here. Aaron Johnson looking to see what Josh is doing, where he's braking, where he's lifting, where he's getting back into the gas, and just trying to see where Josh Oswald is leaving room to make a move. And Aaron Johnson just waiting for Josh to make a mistake, which so far we've seen tonight is very easy to do here at USA. Josh Oswald also trying to reel in Garrett Kinder for second. Top 4 all very close to each other. Aaron Johnson trying to look low under the 17 machine, but Josh Oswald doing a good job running a defensive line and holding off that 21 machine. Looking to see where Aaron Johnson has the most speed on Oswald. And it looks to be that Aaron Johnson's really fast on the straightaways and on exit, which is probably the most important place where you need to be fast here at USA, considering we have lots of long straightaways, and you're going to be fastest when you have a nice run off the corner. So as long as Aaron Johnson can keep that up, and then I think that's where he's going to try to make his pass off the exit. So he's just got to wait for an opportunity where Josh Oswald is going to expose that bottom off of a corner. Oh, we see Aaron Johnson really loose off of 4, and that cost him a ton of momentum. So unfortunate for the 21 machine, but he's just got to take a deep breath, regroup, get his thoughts back, and just track back down the 17 machine. You're 25 laps through this thing now, 26, less than 100 laps to go here at USA International Speedway. A 3/4 mile high banked pave oval, USA International Speedway hosted USAR Hooters Pro Cup Series, ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour, and Super Late Model Stock Car events each season. Located in Lakeland, USA, International Speedway's Central Florida location made it a year-round facility. Add in the track's configuration, relatively long straights into tight banked turns that test both braking and suspension setup, and it's clear why top NASCAR teams, which face strict limits on testing at tracks that host their series, spend a lot of time in Lakeland. Much of the COT development took place at USA International Speedway. The qualities that make the track so useful for top NASCAR teams provide significant challenges for the drivers and crews of late models, super late models, and other stock cars. For them, USA International Speedway is a relatively long track, but it takes a balance of horsepower and handling to be competitive. USA International Speedway unfortunately closed in 2008 after operating for many years and hosting many great races. The site is now an Amazon fulfillment center, and just definitely feel sorry for a lot of the people where, you know, USA International Speedway was their home track. I know how I would feel if I lost a track that was really close to me and, you know, it closed down and I wouldn't be able to drive the track anymore, sit in the stands. That would be a pretty sad feeling. So definitely shout out to all the people who you know, USA was their home track and they ended up losing it. I know that's hard. And luckily, it's still archived here on iRacing, and people can still drive it. But definitely sad it's no longer with us in real life. Fantastic, fantastic short track. Ratchet Miller says that number 13 machine looking pretty sweet. Absolutely. Garrett Kinder definitely has one of the best paint schemes on track here tonight. The pink and black and white certainly pops compared to majority of the black and red cars that we see throughout the track. I mean, it certainly sticks out like a sore thumb. And I've always been a fan of, you know, pink, blue, purple. A lot of the cooler colors. So yeah, I like Garrett's car. Aaron Johnson looking low under Josh Oswald. He turns him into the inside wall. They are sideways. Pasty comes plowing through. Caution is out here. Whoa. I need to see what just happened there. Take a look at the wreckage rewind. Wow. So here we go. We see Josh Oswald getting a little bit squirrely through 2. Aaron Johnson had just been continuing to try to set up the pass. And the opportunity presents itself after we saw that mistake from Oswald. Johnson looks low on the backstretch. And we see Oswald just turns down right in front of him. So then Aaron Johnson goes down low. And then comes back up the track and just goes across Oswald's bumper, sending him into the inside wall. So, I mean, it was nobody's fault entirely. There was just a chain of events that all led to, and then we saw Mike Hasty plowing into Oswald, lifting him up into the air. There's just a chain of events that all kind of caused it, from Josh getting squirrely off of 2 to coming down the track right in front of Johnson to Johnson coming up the track. I mean, there's just a lot going on. That was just hard racing and just a racing incident. Nobody really at fault. But unfortunate, Aaron Johnson and Josh Oswald both sustaining heavy damage. We see Mike Hasty had to come into the pits. Brandon Meyer, Ray Page also coming in. So Kyle Martinson continues to lead here at USA International Speedway. But with 3rd and 4th getting involved in that wreck, that'll shake up the field a little bit. Shannon Wilder is to 3rd after getting involved in the first caution tonight. We see Sam Wetstein is up to 4th after starting in 7th. And Alex Veith, after getting involved in the second caution, he runs in 5th right now. So a lot of movers and shakers because of that last incident. I'm excited to watch Josh Oswald, Aaron Johnson work their way up through the field after getting involved in our most recent caution. Both of them look to have not too much damage, so I expect to see them work their way up through the field pretty quickly. Lights on the pace car are out. We are getting ready to go back green. Kyle Martinson restarting on the bottom. Garrett Kinder restarting on the top. Behind them, Shannon Wilder and Sam Wetstein. Alex Veith is in 5th. Kyle Martinson, Garrett Kinder, they have been the front 2 all race long, but could that change with Shannon Wilder back into the top 3? Green flag is back out here at USA. Kyle Martinson taking off, but Garrett Kinder staying right in his tire tracks as they head into turns 1 and 2. Side by side for 3rd between Sam Wetstein and Shannon Wilder. We see Wilder with the nose on the bottom, which is the preferred groove here at USA International Speedway. And Wilder is able to get clear. Shannon Wilder to position number 3. Sam Wetstein falls to 4th. We see Garrett Kinder trying to reel in Kyle Martinson for that first place position. Speaking of Garrett Kinder, Ratchet Miller says, I would like to give a happy B-Day shout out to Mr. Kevin Kinder in a couple days. Love you, brother. Well, happy early birthday, Kevin. Hope you have a great day whenever your birthday is, with family, with friends, and happy birthday, and hopefully for your birthday, you'll get to see a Garrett Kinder win here tonight. Alex Veith trying to reel in Sam Wetstein for that 4th place position. And look who has made his way up to position number 6. That is Josh Oswald in the 17 machine. He was involved in our most recent incident, but he still is a very fast super late model, and he has caught Alex Veith for position number 5. Here he comes, big run on the backstretch. He is right there. reeling in the 42. The door is open for the 17 machine. He looks low heading into turns 1 and 2. They are side by side. Veef holding his own on the outside, but it's not enough for Josh Oswald, who is on the bottom in that preferred groove. He is able to get clear. Josh Oswald into the top 5. Kevin Kinder says, pink color is not by accident. We use pink ear tags in our cattle to help identify them with other cattle if they get out. And yes, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Well, I did not know the story of that, so interesting. It's the ear tags on the cattle, so you can tell them apart. It's very interesting, and yeah, definitely sticks out like a sore thumb. But that's kind of what you want for a paint scheme. I mean, you want people to look out to the field and they know exactly who in the world Garrett Kinder is. That's always what I've tried to do with my paint schemes in real life. Is I've always tried to have, you know, very vibrant colors on my car, so it sticks out and fans know exactly where you're out on track, and they know exactly who they want to root for because, you know, you're the colorful car. Josh Oswald looking low under Sam Wetstein for 4th. Side by side on the backstretch. He is clear. Josh Oswald now to position number 4. He is making lots of ground as he works his way back up through the field. He's got to get by Shannon Wilder, and he will be back to where he was before the incident happened between him and Aaron Johnson. Kevin Kinder says, thanks, brother. Yeah, again, happy early birthday to Kevin Kinder again. Hopefully you have a great day, or hope you have a great day when your birthday comes. Get to spend some time with family and friends, and I know it would be an awesome, 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 awesome birthday present if Garrett Kinder can get the win here tonight. He's got to get by a fast Kyle Martinson. Oh yeah, I'm sure with the cows too, they're easy to spot with the pink cattle tags. This is Steve McDonald says, happy birthday, Kevin Kinder. I would love to play the happy birthday song, but I don't know if I could find a version that isn't copyrighted. Right now, we've got a 3-car battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th between Sam Wetstein. There we go. Mike Hasty looking low under the 98 machine. They are side by side. Hasty is clear, and Aaron Johnson follows right behind him. Now Aaron Johnson trying to get by Mike Hasty. All over the back bumper. Gets into him through 1 and 2. Trying to give him the bumper. He does. He gets him a little bit squirrely. He looks low heading into 3 and 4. They make contact. He doors him up the track. And Aaron Johnson into position number 5. Mike Hasty's around off of 4. Caution flag is out here at USA International Speedway in a crazy chain of events. Mike Hasty has had terrible luck tonight. He got involved in the last wreck with Aaron Johnson and Josh Oswald, and then again, him and Aaron Johnson got into it. So we see Aaron Johnson had been giving him the bumper, We see he tries looking low, heading into turns 3 and 4, and he just sends it into the corner. And he just slides up into the 72, pushing him up the racetrack. And then we see Mike Hasty comes down into Alex Veith, which sends him around for good into the outside wall. Yeah, Johnson came in hot. And I don't know, maybe in this stage of the race you don't make that pass, but there was a quote from Ayrton Senna, and that says, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you are no longer a racing driver. So that was kind of what Aaron Johnson was thinking there. He saw a gap that existed, he went for it, and fortunately that kind of slid him up in the corner into Hasty. But that wasn't what did it. It was when he came down the track into Alex Veith. I guess, I don't know if he thought it was clear. I don't know. There's just been a lot going on here at USA, and USA it's a very high-speed track considering it's 7/10. So, you know, all of this is happening at such high speeds. It makes for some pretty big wrecks when compared to a track like the Bull Ring where we were at last week. That might not be quite as big of a wreck considering the slower speeds. So Kyle Martinson, since taking the lead, he has dominated this race, but we're going to see if Garrett Kinder can maybe give him a run for his money on this next restart. Ratchet Miller says, go hard or go home. I'm thinking it's a little early to be that aggressive. Just one feller's opinion. Yeah, I don't know. We are almost to the halfway point. Again, Aaron saw a gap, he took it, and just didn't go as he planned. Chuck Johnson says checkers or wreckers. Aaron, he will be restarting in the 6th place position, I believe. No, he'll be restarting in 5th. So let's see if he can get back to where he was running in 4th before the whole chain of incidents happened with Johnson. Green flag back out here at USA. There's Kyle Martinson taking off. He's got Garrett Kinder right behind. A big run for the 13. I see cars sideways through 1 and 2. Cars in the wall. And the caution flag will come out. Not sure what happened. I saw maybe Sam Wetstein was involved there. So we're watching William Griffith here. This is on the restart field, bunched up. Tight quarters to maneuver. And we see just hot into the corner, gets into the back bumper of Sam Wetstein, sending him around. Then we see Griffith comes up the track. And that kind of pushes Tyler Rice up. And then Sam Wetstein goes down the track into Alex Veith, back up the track into Griffith. And then Tyler Rice gets involved. Jeez. So, I mean, you typically see that drivers sometimes get a little bit hot into the corner on the restarts. I guess Sam Wetstein checked up or braked a little bit more than Griffith there heading into 1 and 2. Richard Miller says not Fulton 21 for hard driving. No, I mean, it wasn't. Aaron Johnson wasn't what ultimately hurt the 72 machine of Hasty. That was when he came down the track into the 42 machine of Alex Veith. So yeah, I'm not saying don't drive hard. Already we've had 5 cautions. Last week at the Bull Ring, a much shorter track, we only saw 1 caution. But we did have a smaller field. So really happy to see a nice big field here tonight at USA. Kevin Kender says you can't fit a camel through an eye of a needle. Yeah, that is true. That was 2 cautions ago, though. I'm sure most drivers have already forgotten about that, and they're just focused on the task at hand, and that is this next restart here. Kyle Martinson restarting on the bottom. Garrett Kinder restarting on the top behind them. It's Josh Oswald, Shannon Wilder, and then Aaron Johnson in 5th. So hopefully we can have a nice, clean green flag run here. Pace car is in. And green flag is back out here at USA. Kyle Martinson taking off. He's got Garrett Kinder right in his tire tracks as they head into turns 1 and 2. Garrett Kinder, great run through the corner. He is there off of 2 and onto the backstretch. Watch out for the 13. Getting closer and closer to the back bumper of that 07, but we see he loses them a little bit there through 3 and 4. He fights back on the front stretch. Garrett Kinder trying everything he can to get up there to the 07, but we see he loses him on the back stretch, and Kyle Martinson is really able to extend that gap. Josh Oswald all over the back bumper of Garrett Kinder for that 2nd place position. Aaron Johnson there as well. Kyle Martinson just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 20.34. So these super late models are the fastest they have ever been all night long right now. So drivers need to take advantage of that speed and make moves right now. And Garrett Kinder is trying to do just that as he's reeling in Kyle Martinson for the lead. The top 4 all extremely close to each other. Last time by, Garrett Kinder ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 20.31. That 13 looking very fast. He's got a great run on Kyle Martinson as they head into turns 3 and 4. He is right to the back bumper. He could give him the bumper if he wanted. But right behind Garrett is Josh. I mean, the top 4 all in such close quarters. Who was going to look low first? That is the question. All of them waiting for each other to make a mistake. We see Garrett Kinder loses Kyle Martinson a little bit for the lead. We saw last time by Martinson faster than the 13. Oh, we see a little bobble off of 2 there for Garrett Kinder. That's going to cost him some momentum. Garrett Kinder has a lot of pressure coming from Josh Oswald. I know, definitely getting nervous looking in that rear view mirror. But you can't mirror drive. You just got to continue to hit your marks and focus on what's ahead of you. And that's reeling in your leader, Kyle Martinson, for that first place position. Aaron Johnson right behind Josh Oswald in that 21 machine. We saw these two get into it earlier, and they are back. This time, the roles are reversed. Or no, they're not. Josh is back in third. Aaron Johnson is back in fourth. Your top four is pretty much exactly the same. Oh no, Aaron Johnson gets loose off of two. Oh no, I think I just announcer jinxed him. I was just talking about him, and then all of a sudden he just gets loose. Let's see what happened. We're watching Aaron Johnson off of turn number 2. There we see the rear end start to step out, and he just loses control. We see he tries his best to save it, but he's just completely sideways on the front stretch. Shannon Wilder comes plowing in. Wilder's nightmare night continues. Then it looked like Johnson had it saved. But then he loops it into the wall. Aaron Johnson driving really, really hard right now. I know he is extremely frustrated with how things have turned out. We see he's on to pit road right now. And this stinks for Aaron Johnson, because coming into this race, he was only 10 points behind point standings leader Josh Oswald. So he could certainly have decreased that gap between him and Oswald tonight. But it has just been incident after incident after incident for the 21 machine. You can tell he's driving as hard as he can, just trying to get any position, going for any gap, and it just hasn't worked into his favor. Chuck Johnson says, well, that blows. Yeah, I think Aaron's about to go down a lap here if he doesn't get off of pit road soon. Yeah. Certainly not the night that Aaron Johnson and his fans wanted tonight. After winning last week at the Bull Ring and dominating fashion. He now sits still on pit road. The show will continue to go on here at USA International Speedway. We have a lot of race left. Lights on the pace car are off. We are getting ready to go back green here. Kyle Martinson restarting on the bottom. Garrett Kinder restarting on the top behind them. That is Josh Oswald and Brandon Meyer. Sam Wetstein restarts in 5th. I believe, yeah, Aaron Johnson is done for tonight. Pace car is in. Green flag is back out here at USA International Speedway. There is Kyle Martinson taking off. We see side by side. There we go. Josh Oswald is able to get by Brandon Meyer for third. Now Josh sets his sights on your second place driver, Garrett Kinder. Well, Garrett Kinder's trying to reel in Kyle Martinson throughout the field. Alex Veith trying to get by Sam Wetstein for 5th. We look to the lead now. Garrett Kinder trying to reel in Kyle Martinson for that first place position. Great run off of turn number 2. Garrett Kinder has great exit speed. So Garrett Kinder, he just needs to try to find where Kyle Martinson leaves a gap off of a corner, and he's just got to have a good run off. We've seen that so far from Garrett Kinder. See, he's losing Kyle Martinson a little bit, though. This time, I'm going to turn up the volume and pump up the intensity. Here, you will get to see the sights and hear the sounds of the racetrack. Here we go. That will do it for Pump Up the Intensity. Hopefully you enjoyed us turning up the volume. As we look back, Kyle Martinson remains your leader here at USA International Speedway. Ratchet says them dadgum bow ties. Kevin Kinder says they need to be outlawed. Yeah, right now, Kyle Martinson, your leader, is driving a Chevrolet. Josh Oswald is a Chevy. Then the next highest driver in a Ford is the 33 machine of Brandon Meyer. And then Sam Wetstein, he is a Corvette, a Chevrolet Corvette. So, yeah, I mean, if Chevys were outlawed, then Garrett Kinder, certainly, he would be your leader. I know Chevy is typically the most popular manufacturer among racing fans. And then, of course, you got your Fords and then your Toyotas. I've always been a Toyota fan. I don't know, do we have any Toyota late models in the field? No, it's just Mustangs and bow ties. Fords and bow ties, pretty much. There are Toyota late models out there. That's what I would be running if I was in this series. Garrett Kinder, big run on Kyle Martinson. Here comes the 13 machine. Last time by, he was a little bit faster than the 07. Here comes Garrett Kinder. We saw he lost him a little bit. And the gap kind of increases between those two. At this point in the race, here are my ones to watch. Kyle Martinson, Garrett Kinder. That's it. I mean, these two have been dominant all night long. I mean, Kyle Martinson, first of all, he knows how to get it done here at USA. He's won 3 times in the Super Late Model Series, winning in Season 2, Season 4, and last season, Season 6. So, if there's one driver that knows how to traverse this place, that's that 07 machine. Garrett Kinder started on the pole tonight and has stayed right in Kyle Martinson's tire tracks. but he hasn't quite been able to get back by him after Kyle Martinson made the pass earlier on in this race. So, I mean, your front two, the two drivers to watch. If somebody else wins besides Martinson or Kinder, I'm going to be very, very, very surprised. Make sure to check out the IntensityBroadcasting.com store. The IntensityBroadcasting.com store features web merchandise from your favorite broadcast, your favorite drivers, and all of your favorite leagues. We've got a bunch of cool Intensity Broadcasting merchandise. I race in real life, if you want to support my real life racing. We've got At Luis Racing merch. It helps my race team if you pick something up. It looks great. We've got auto racing novelty t-shirts. Some of the most popular ones include the Cautions Breed Caution shirt, the Pucker Moment shirt, the Talk Less, Race More shirt, among others. We've got the Carson Hayslip driver collection if you want to support a young and upcoming driver that you definitely want to keep track of as he traverses up the ranks of racing. Then definitely pick up some Carson Hayslip merchandise. And lastly, we now have lifestyle collections. Check out the Hunderwear collection and the Carefree collection. And lastly, Thunderstruck has merchandise. That's right. T-shirts, stickers, photo paper posters. I know the t-shirts, there's two different designs. There's one with a really, really fancy graphic on the front with a car, lightning, checkered flags, a speedometer. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible. It was professionally designed, and it comes in a bunch of different colors: black heather, navy, red, black, dark gray heather, asphalt, and oxblood black, and comes in sizes extra small to 5XL, so we have sizes for everybody. And then we have just the Thunderstruck t-shirt. All it is just a t-shirt with the Thunderstruck logo on it. No fancy design, but it still looks absolutely incredible. It's got color black, navy, red, sport gray, and white are the colors, in sizes small to 5XL. Make sure also pick up some Thunderstruck stickers, slap them on your personal vehicle or your race car. And there's also photo paper posters that you can hang up in your sim room or your man cave and help support the league. And of course, Christmas is coming up, so items from the Intensity Broadcasting store make perfect Christmas gifts for an Intensity Broadcasting fan or a racing fan or a Thunderstruck fan that you might know. And stay tuned, because the perfect time to buy items from IntensityBroadcasting.com will be our Black Friday sale, which is coming up. I don't know the exact percentage off. But just stay tuned, because that'll be the perfect time to purchase something from the store with our Black Friday sale. Ratchet Miller says, keep talking about the 07 at me. Well, I heard. Okay. Kyle Martinson. There. That should do it. He will spin out in 3 and 4. And 3, 2, 1. Nope. Didn't work. Oh no, the Nightbot got you, Kevin. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Nightbot gets very angry with people. He doesn't. The Nightbot doesn't like spamming emotes. Yeah. Sometimes we get sex bots in the chat. So luckily, that's what Nightbot is for. To just get rid of those. So, I want to give a huge shout out to our dear friend, the Nightbot, for helping keep our YouTube chat nice and pleasant for our viewers and eliminating any spamming of the emotes. Ratchet Miller says, thanks for trying, Yatley. Yeah, no problem. I tried my best. But Kyle Martinson's just got a lot of speed. Shannon Wilder reeling in Sam Wetstein for that 5th place position. Great run on the backstretch. Here he comes. I know Shannon Wilder was involved in our most recent incident, so he fell to the back of the pack, but he is catching up. Who, the Nightbot or me? The Nightbot's mean. The Nightbot's very mean. Intensity Broadcasting is not responsible for anything that the Nightbot says to you. Shannon Wilder continuing to try to reel in Sam Wetstein for the 5th place position. Last time by, Wetstein was actually a little bit faster, so that's not what Wilder wants to see as he's trying to close that gap. Oh, I didn't realize it was Atlee's girls are here. I didn't see it was plural. Tyler Rice also reeling in Alex Spieth for the 7th place position. Rice last time by about 600ths faster than that 42 machine. Here he is looking low off of turn number 2. The gap is open, but we see Alex Spieth shuts the door heading into turns 3 and 4. Shannon Wilder continuing to try to get by Sam Wetstein for the 5th place position. 5 laps to go here at USA International Speedway. Big run for Tyler Rice as we head into turns 1 and 2, and he gives Alex Spieth the bumper. Alex Spieth is able to save it, and he will stay in the 7th place position for now. Tyler Rice looking to the outside. Oh no, Tyler Rice loose off of 4 into the grass. Will a caution flag come out? I do not believe it will. I thought we might have a crazy late race caution, but we stay green flag here. Garrett Kinder reeling in Kyle Martinson fast. Garrett Kinder's got 2 laps to try to close the 3/10 gap between him and Kyle Martinson. If not, Kyle Martinson will grab his first win of the season here at USA International Speedway. Here they are coming off of turn number 4. 1 lap to go here at USA, mile number 90 here at USA International Speedway. On the backstretch, Garrett Kinder going to give it one last shot heading into turns 3 and 4, but he can't get up to Martinson. Kyle Martinson will win the Uncle Sam 90 at USA International Speedway, picking up his first win of the season. Garrett Kinder finishes 2nd, Josh Oswald 3rd, Brandon Meyer 4th, Sam Wetstein 5th, Shannon Wilder 6th, Alex Spieth 7th, Aaron Ward 8th, Tyler Rice 9th, William Griffith 10th. Kevin Kinder says, congrats 07. Well-deserved win for the 07 machine. of Kyle Martinson. He was fast all race long. And here he is, burning it down. Oh no! The Demolition Derby begins! Whew! That is some carnage, fireworks going off. Miller says, awesome broadcast as usual, Atlee. I appreciate that. It was a fun race tonight here at USA. We are getting set for the driver interviews. Yeah, Kevin, you made the bot really mad. But again, Intensity Broadcasting is not responsible for what it says. Alright, it's time to pull in your third place finisher, driver of the number 17 from Lorry Station, Pennsylvania. It's Josh the Jet Oswald. And I'm actually going to wait for him to get off track. He's still doing burnouts. All right, let's now pull in your third place finisher once again from Lorry Station, Pennsylvania, Josh the Jet Oswald. Josh, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy? Oh. Josh, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Awesome. Sorry I had the wrong mic there, but roller coaster race for you tonight here at USA. I know you started in the third place finish. Started in the third place position, and you were running up there for a little bit, and then we saw that incident between you and Johnson, and that sent you to the back of the pack, but you were able to make quick work and work your way back up through the field to third, where you stayed for the rest of the race. You couldn't quite get by Garrett, but you were able to hold off anybody else who came back up to you. I know you were able to hold off Johnson once again, and Brandon Meyer and Sam Wetstein. Just a really good race, even when you were faced with adversity. I mean, what was your take on tonight's event, Josh?
Well, it got rough there. Just, going for the same pace of real estate there. Put us towards back, is what it is. Made our way back up, but the slide didn't do the tires any good. By the end of the race, car was just too tight to make a run at Kyle and Garrett. I mean, I was able to get up to him a couple times, but I really didn't have any drive off to try and get underneath him and pass him. But, they both ran a great race. Congratulations to Kyle. Great run for Garrett. Velocity 1, 2, 3, I'll take it.
Well, before I let you go, Josh, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
I'd like to thank you for taking care of the broadcast. Thunderstruck Super Series, Velocity Motorsports, Superior Performance Motorsports, Jet Designs, Big Frig Coolers, and all my friends and family that watch and cheer me on from home.
So I know you're the point standings leader coming into tonight's event, and top three are definitely help you. Do you believe at this point you're the championship favorite?
I think it's going to be close. Just need to keep rattling off solid runs. Keep any point gains to a minimum. I mean, I think tonight will expand my lead a little bit. So just got to race smart the rest of the races and race big picture, and hopefully everything falls where it needed to fall.
Now, before we let you go, Josh, thank you. I was about to read that. So, again, congrats on the podium tonight, Josh. Have a great rest of your night.
Good. And congratulations on your season this year, too, man.
Oh, thanks a lot. It was definitely happy with everything, how that turned out in real life. So, again, are you still doing real-life racing, Josh?
Yeah, our season's over at this point, so we're already rebuilding towards next season.
How'd you do this season?
We ran a part-time schedule, just getting back in after a neck injury that I had. So, we had some good runs. Tore up one car, unfortunately, but, for a limited schedule, I think I only got maybe out 5 or 6 times once I was finally cleared to race again. So we're working back towards it.
Awesome. Well, good luck in your future racing endeavors, Josh. And again, congrats on the podium tonight. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you. You too, man.
Yep, thank you. Now it's time to pull in your second place finisher from Elk City, Oklahoma. It's the 13 machine of Garrett Kinder. Garrett, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Awesome. Well, great run here tonight at USA. You got the pole tonight, so that was definitely a plus heading into the feature. But I know early on you ended up losing the lead to Kyle, who had a very fast super late model tonight, but so did you, and you stayed in his tire tracks for a lot of tonight's event, but you never could get back by him. But still, second place finish, great run tonight. And, I mean, you were able to keep it clean, which a lot of drivers can't say the same. And the car came home in one piece. So that's a huge plus here tonight at USA. So, I mean, walk us through what happened throughout tonight's event.
Well, I don't think I belonged on the pole to start with. I think some people had some trouble in qualifying. I think I was fifth or sixth fastest in practice. So, had some good speed on the qualifying run and had some pretty good speed and race pace. Kyle got by me there. I just drifted a little high through 1 and 2, and he dug underneath me. Not a big deal there. It's I don't get to run these cars very often. I think this is maybe my third or fourth race this season, so I don't get to run them very often. But when I do, I enjoy running over here with these guys. Just a lot of fun.
Now, how are the tires feeling there throughout the race? I mean, especially at the end there when we saw you made that last little run at Kyle.
That was kind of the last ditch effort. I went in, I dialed my brake bias back a few clicks and started driving into the corners a little bit harder. And to my amazement, it stuck for a few laps and then it started going away again. So made that last final push. Man, it felt pretty good. I was a little bit tight in the middle. Entry was pretty good. There's two different ways you can enter the corners in here, either straight down to the bottom or kind of do it like a late arc in. Really depends on what the guy in front of you is doing and how much rear tire you have left. Unfortunately, I burnt mine off, so the late apex trying to get a drive off is kind of went away about halfway through the race for me. So it was a lot of defense against Oswald. He's always fast in these cars. This is his bread and butter type stuff. So I was happy to be able to bring it home in front of Oswald and finish nose to tail. And so many races, it's not even fun anymore. So always fun to race with him. But yeah, man, tires they just kind of went away and just kind of able to hang on to what I had.
Now, before I let you go, Garrett, is there any sponsors or shout-outs? I know we had a lot of people in the chat cheering you on.
Yeah, thanks to all of them. I imagine it was probably my old man and Ratchet. So Kinder Farm and Ranch and Ratchet Speed Shop, love having them on board. They're always super supportive. Already been texting me after the race saying good job. So love having them on board. Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers. If you want to keep your stuff hot and keep your stuff cold for cheaper and longer than anybody else, make sure you check out Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers at bigfrig.com. Ray Page and Andy over at Wolfpack Racing, great guys to know. Just super cool to get to hang out with them every once in a while. All my teammates over at Velocity Motorsports, short tracking team. This is our bread and butter stuff. We brought home 1, 2, 3 tonight. Kyle and Oswald are both Velocity teammates as well. So big shout to sweeping the podium for Velocity and Supreme Performance Motorsports as well. Thank you up in the booth. Congratulations on your championship. I saw some Facebook posts about things you had going on. So big shout out to you on that Bandolero championship, man. That's big.
Well, I appreciate that, Garrett, and again, just really fun to watch you take on USA here tonight and perform really well with the podium finish and the runner-up finish. So again, congrats on the runner-up. Have a great rest of your night, Garrett.
Thank you, bud.
No problem. All right. Now it is time to pull in your winner, the 07 machine of Kyle Martinson. Kyle, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Doing pretty good up here in the broadcast booth, and looks like you were doing pretty good out on track here tonight. I know this is your first win of the season, and you did it in dominating fashion after taking the lead early on from Garrett. There was no looking back, even with all the cautions that came your way. You were just able to hang on to the lead, and even with a little last late race run from Garrett Kinder, you were still able to hang on to it. So just really fast, super late model tonight. I know you've kind of been the king of USA in the super late model series. I know you won in Season 2, Season 4, and last season. So, I mean, what was your take on tonight's event, and what was your take on your first win of the season?
Yeah, I felt good. I haven't won a race here in a little bit. I haven't been on the sim as much as I like either, but had a good car tonight. Just tried to, goal was just get out front and save as much tire as I could, and I thought I did a decent job doing that. Garrett was also really fast, so was Josh. But yeah, felt good to be 1, 2, 3 tonight with those guys.
I know I mentioned that, you've won a lot of races here at USA in this series. I mean, what do you think makes you so good here?
I don't know. I just feel like it's one of the easier tracks on the sim for these things, and I guess just the long straightaways and long turns just kind of suits my driving style a little better. I don't know. The easier the drive, I guess the faster I can go. I don't know. Where I kind of struggle at the little borings where it takes a little more talent. It's kind of weird.
And before we let you go, Kyle, is there any sponsors or shout-outs you'd like to thank for your win?
Yeah, shout out to Josh Oswald and all the admins for throwing on Thunderstruck and Daniel Pope, Parker Traves, and all the guys over SPM and Velocity.
Awesome. Well, again, congrats on the win tonight, Kyle. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey, thanks, man. You too.
Thank you. Well, that will do it for tonight's event. One more time, congratulations to Kyle Martinson on winning his first race of the season. I want to thank all of the league admins, Aaron Johnson, Jason Warren, Josh Oswald, Logan Sturgeon, Sam Wetstein, Aaron Ward, Joaquin Meza, Michael Swink, Shannon Wilder. Thank you to all of them for their for helping out with this league. This league would not run as smoothly as it does without all of Thunderstruck's wonderful admins. And of course, I want to thank you. Of course, tomorrow is Veterans Day, and I know the Intensity Broadcasting team wants to thank all of our veterans for their service. You are honored and remembered. I want to thank all the viewers who tuned in to watch tonight. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitch. Check out our Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. We're always dropping polls and interacting with our viewers on there. And check out our web store, intensitybroadcasting.com. We've got a bunch of awesome merchandise, from Intensity Broadcasting merchandise to At Lewis Racing merchandise. We've got a bunch of cool auto racing novelty t-shirts, including the awesome Cautions Breed Caution shirt. We have Carson Hayslip merchandise, the lifestyle collections, and especially make sure to check out the Thunderstruck collection. There we've got 2 different Thunderstruck shirt designs, Thunderstruck stickers, and Thunderstruck paper poster. I'm Atlee Atman-Least on behalf of the Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.